The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
That's a real thing.
I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome. I would love that. Being at the age I am now, that sounds like the perfect combo.
You know what else sounds like the perfect combo?
Are we live?
Yeah.
God damn it!
This is the best thing because at least here I can't be in shit for it. For anything I said about that. Oh no, yeah. I know. I'm aware of my laws here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, I just realized okay, yeah, no, everything's cool. Hi, welcome to Corruption Crew, where everything makes sense and we are all 100% prepared at all times. Sadly, we are down a Hera and Alt, because they had other stuff going on. But we have Kevin, who is playing question marks.
That's an interesting character name. What class is that?
Oh, he's like an unknown from Pokemon.
Oh, I know. Kev's playing who? The wrestler from WWE way in the past.
Wait. Are we playing Humblewood? Is he a Strig? One of the owl people?
I love how you specifically went with the wrestling joke because you knew he'd be like the
only
one
Kev would be
the
only one who gets it. That's 100% why I made the joke. Also, because I know Kev's a fan of Jerry Lawler, so.
Who?
So, if you hear that slightly creepy, definitely not ice cream music in the background, I have my window open, so I wasn't sure whether it was that or Sirenscape at the moment. That's Sirenscape. Go check them out. It is $22 every 2 months for the everything, and that's board games, sci-fi, fantasy, all that jazz. Super cool. Yeah. That's the pregame stuff. Anybody want to try and do a recap?
I don't know. They're pretty hard to mold for these kind of bottles. I'm not sure if I can make a new cap for... That was a really bad pun. I'm sorry.
It really was.
I could do a quick and dirty version.
Oh yeah, do it.
The group basically ran the entire, or attempted to run different directions of the PCC Foundation, underneath the house, while Demona was looking at a relatively old computer, hoping to gain some type of assistance on top of them. And most of the episode was them just running around rampant. And the last we left off, Gurk was going to do Windwalker, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
try and
Windwalker.
Get the massive 600 feet movement, five or 600 feet.
600 feet if you dash.
Yeah, 600 feet dash movement to cover the entire compound and try and find a way out, including through vents. And Demona was just like, yeah, okay, go for it. So let's see what happens.
So, the first, the slightly more elaborate one, you guys picked up in the middle of a fight when all the doors opened, and the Undying Slasher attempted to murderize you guys. Tomo and Cyberus managed to get the door to the Blinking Angel closed before wading into the fight with the Undying Slasher, and it was Tomo that got the kill with an awesome one-liner, and then double tapped it in the head just to be sure. Meanwhile, while Demona was looking around for a computer system, let me know if the dog barking gets to be too much. That one's not mine. Meanwhile, Demona contacted the head of her Merc Guild, Shalashaska, and asked him what he knew about David and the PCCs. He said he didn't recognize the PCC facility, and he didn't recognize the name David. But when he's got a picture, he did recognize David as somebody he called Marco and warned Demona to get the fuck out of there in any way possible. Obviously, she ignored him and kept exploring.
I mean, it's Demona.
She then stumbled into an armory full of badass but definitely trapped weaponry that she was smart enough to ignore, and an ominous chest bearing a brass label reading death.
Tempting.
Upon making your way into David's office, you found his dog training YouTube videos, as well as his account on Mercnet, listing his Merc class as godlike, which is the highest ranking mercenary that Demona has ever heard of. While the rest of the party discussed what to do next, Gurk, as a flea fly, took off to explore the rest of the area. Encountered a seemingly humanoid, unsure if like elf, half elf, regular elf, person with a big mop of black curly hair just sleeping in a cell. A glowing neon blue blob of energy that was in what looked like a children's playroom with a bunch of preschool toys. What else did you encounter? The big black obelisk that as soon as you walked out of view of it, you saw writing on the side of it, and because you had your wisdom score, you were like, yeah, fuck that. And then as the rest of you guys were wandering around trying to find where Gurk went, because as far as all of you know, he was just vaporized because he is a flea fly and just vanished. You started wandering down a hallway that was filled with, I believe it was navy blue ivy lining all of the walls. And then we'll say, Gurk, you had just gotten back with the party, and we're discussing your plan to cast Windwalk.
Yep. That works.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I cast Windwalk. Because we all agreed on it.
Yep. We agreed to all become farts.
Now let me see the casting time for it. I think it's a minute. So it'll be a bit.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying it'll take a literal minute to cast.
We got a minute.
Windwalk, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 1 minute. There you go. Everybody's a cloud
It's
now.
a minute?
Mm-hmm.
It's only an action.
No, Windwalk. Casting time 1 minute.
Yep.
In order to revert back to Assault, it takes a full minute. But for that 8 hours, you can revert between the two.
I remember from Critical Role Season 1 when they cast it very quickly and everyone let them know they did it wrong.
My app says it's different. Okay.
Your app's wrong.
It is entirely possible.
That's sass on Kevin.
Okay.
Kev is never sassy. What are you talking about?
Okay, so while in this form, you have a flying speed of 300 feet. You have resistance to all damage from non-magical weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And the only actions you can take is the dash action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, presumably move and dash action. Yeah. Okay, so which direction were you heading? There's the way that you guys came, there's the way Gurk went, and then there's a hallway filled with ivy. I will say that the group of you were smart enough, because you had discussed it, to try and work out some form of non-verbal communication to form yourself into a X-shaped cloud or an O-shaped cloud. Or
we made plans to help make it easier for us to adventure through.
We also
arrows,
and we also were like, we're all staying together. I think was another big thing,
so that we don't double up too much.
Mm-hmm. So we're just a giant cloud.
Globe style.
Gurk cloud points towards the direction we haven't gone yet.
All right.
So, I have a question. Demona was on the phone with Tomo while they were deciding to do this. When they transform, what does Demona hear on the phone? Or does it just cut off at the end of the
It just cuts off.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have known. I think we discussed it. I think we discussed it with you while you're on the phone too.
Right,
yeah.
But I didn't know if there was a sound difference or if the communication would still work or not.
Now your equipment turns into a cloud as well.
Yeah, so their phone no longer exists. So you lose service and get the caller that, or the customer that you were calling is no longer in service area.
It has gotten lost in the cloud.
Nice. Okay, so
please call your local Arakokra for assistance. Sorry.
Who?
Our cooker, the bird people, they're...
I was making a bird joke.
Oh, who? Okay. Yeah. Anyway. So, the direction we didn't go was the blue vines and all that?
Mm-hmm. That's right, yeah.
I'll try to stay up as high up on the ceiling as possible.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, if anything attacks us, good luck. It's going to have maybe one action to try it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So apparently all of the dogs in my neighborhood are like, we must scream.
I
am a cloud and I must scream.
What is wrong with us?
Yes.
Actually, zooming down the hallway, you do come to one area where it looks like another like cell door, but this one's actually made in like two parts. So there's like a normal person-sized one, and then you can see like it separates into a smaller gate, so that like a sort of half door. And all of the vines around this door are just wilted and dead. And inside the cell, you see a small, shaggy dog just laying there with his head on his paws. Sort of whines curiously as you zoom past.
And in comes Kevin.
Keep on moving.
Yeah, definitely keep moving if he's locking up that one. He
it might
really,
say Edward.
because
it
he
might
really
say
likes
Edward to us, and then we're just out.
Because he really likes dogs, and the fact that
Yes.
he's willing to lock this one up must mean it's really dangerous.
You go past another area, and this one the vines have sort of stopped, but you can see that they are like cut off severely, like he took a chainsaw to these things, and the actual like branches of these vines are maybe about yay thick. And you can still see like new little shoots sprouting off of it, like it's trying to grow back. And maybe about a foot or two after that new growth is cut off, you see another cell, but this one is entirely glass. And inside, it looks empty. You can see that the door is open, and there is just a like collection of strings on the floor, and like a couple of pieces of wood.
Okay, it's not the exit.
I was really pretty bored.
I wish you weren't a cloud so you could say that.
Passion wouldn't make a joke that bad. Only Vex would.
Kevin, there is a message for you in chat.
Ah!
Boy.
And then the next area that you come to, the hall like seemingly just ends. Sorry. Ends in a just wall of pipes and like plumbing and water tanks and things, and you can hear like weird echoey sounds and maybe the distant sounds of a scream coming from in there.
Oh, cool. I mean, we can fit through that as a gas form, so just...
Okay. You sort of squeeze through, and so you guys know you're going pretty fucking fast. It takes longer than you would expect to get through here. As if this area is fucking huge. You can see various different like substances dripping from them. The pipes in here though aren't made out of like traditional materials like PVC or
steel.
There
Copper.
are some made of steel. They're made of more like bone, crystal, glass, There's one that you're pretty sure is human flesh. And dripping all sorts of things, like what smells like gasoline, what looks like mercury.
Hey, we found the part that Onyx is trying to find. The really
A
fucked
sound
up
that-
area.
The only thing you can imagine that it could be would be like the sound of breaking glass falling through pipes.
Oh, Steve Austin.
Hmm.
I don't like this.
Let's keep zooming.
Keep on zooming. Yep.
So how long does it take us? 3 or 6 seconds to get through it?
Hang on.
How many feet do we go through? Because we can move literally 100 feet a second.
I know, I'm checking.
If it's difficult terrain, then 50.
I don't even think we can technically be hit by a difficult terrain because we're flying.
There's difficult
Like,
flying terrain.
yes,
We're
but
not.
it fills
We're
the
not.
entire room.
Yeah, I would
So,
say it's
like-
difficult
Yeah.
terrain.
Yeah. It's actually several minutes.
Damn.
So we're a few miles in, I guess. Okay.
And when you get to the other side, the walls don't look like they did in the previous area. So like before, they had been that like concrete walls, steel doors, like overhead lights. This looks like an old school dungeon. Like the walls are what looks like almost cobblestone sort of thing. There are lights, but they are extremely old. Like just above steampunk level tech electric lights.
Okay, so turn around and leave.
Okay, you're going back through the pipes again?
Can I roll an
Or do you go
insight
further?
to see if I think this would be leading further out of this pocket dimension? Or if I'm just moving further in? Or I'm making no progress? Can I roll like an insight for something like that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Could
I
I
mean-
roll survival to see how natural this place looks or how old or unused?
I mean, I don't think either of us will have to know how unnatural this place looks.
Go for it,
Good thing.
Cyberus.
Good thing I asked. Nat 1.
No idea.
14.
So, Grok, you're not 100% sure. Considering this guy is testing you, it's unclear where the exit would be, whether it would be further in or further out. And if this is what you're suspecting, that it's actually a demi-plane, the door doesn't have to be on the outside. Cyberus, this place is pretty old. Like, you're suspecting that those lights are original. Like, they weren't installed to be as like an aesthetic thing. Fucking Kevin. Yes, it's old as balls. This area definitely predates the rest of the facility that you've seen by quite a bit.
Mhm.
Well, since I rolled a nat 1 on my insight, should we proceed further in?
I guess so. You're the
I
one
mean, you
who's-
guys are out of the pipes now. You can form arrows and try and communicate with very basic signals. If you want, if Gurk wants to point an arrow and be like,
I form into a hand that points that direction, and then it turns into a question mark.
Which direction did you point?
Further in.
I'll form a thumbs up.
Yeah, Passion will do the same.
You will, nice. Okay, I guess we're...
is that Onyx's shape?
Probably Onyx is just a middle finger all the time. That's just Onyx's. Onyx is just always a middle finger. It doesn't matter if
It's
she's actually.
definitely a fist.
I mean, part of making the middle finger is a fist.
So what are you guys doing?
Going further in.
Demona
Okay.
feels a disturbance in the force.
Demona has a bad feeling about this.
Since we're clouds and we're in like an old school dungeon, it might be smart for us to actually lay low on the ground to be like a spooky fog.
for the aesthetic.
Yeah, but then you've got vampires and shit walking through you all the time.
Fair.
Can't
That's
suck our
fine.
blood.
No, but they can fart. I don't know why.
We are their
I'm
fart.
I'm gonna mute. I'm sorry.
I don't
It's so
think-
stupid, but like technically they could still attack you
Yep.
Mhm.
because
just
you
have
just
to
have
know.
resistance.
They would just have to know that.
However, they get one try and then you guys are fucking gone because you go 600
Mach
feet
12.
around.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Isn't
guess.
that-
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I said
I'm like,
Mach
I
12.
don't know. I don't know how.
I don't think
in 5e it may as well be Mach 12 because
Yeah,
I don't think anything we have can go Mach 12 in modern tech. Maybe rocket ships or satellite, maybe.
maybe.
Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Space
so
ships
we
and
just
shit.
keep flying.
Yeah. So going further in, you come to what looks like a dead end, and a silver disc with what looks like a lever next to it. And you can see like the area that it's in. It's at like sort of a curved area where you're guessing that silver disc can probably go up or down.
Okay. I make the motion of like I'm gonna pull the lever up and down, and then question mark to everybody.
Is there like anything above the disc? Like if this is an elevator, is there a shaft?
You can see that there is a shaft that goes up, but it doesn't look very far. Probably like maybe another floor or so based on how tall the ceilings are here.
Oh, then we could fly up there then. Might as well check that first.
Going up, you come out to a weirdly familiar area. You're looking down the same sort of hallway that you were seeing before with the like concrete walls and the much more updated lights and everything. And the like shaft that you came up is still like cobblestone. But further in you can see more of those like glass cells and everything. Sort of like glancing further down, you see a glass cell that has a seemingly humanoid child in like a sundress that is sort of twirling around and dancing.
So we got moth wings.
It does not. No.
Okay. It's not Sammy. Alright.
And I will say, are you guys like checking it out, or are you just zooming?
I'm wary of any sort of weird children in weird places.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we all?
Also, how'd you go from Mach 12 to Mach 560?
I put a number in.
That's 3 different numbers.
I put in a factor when I was doing translating.
Wait,
things
I'm
from...
sorry. You guys are going at. Are you?
No. When I made the joke of Mach 12, Scotty said, "I don't think anything goes that fast," and I was just looking up the fastest man-made thing, which was Mach 560. It's the space probe from NASA.
Okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. On Earth, I don't know for sure, but I'd have to do more research.
Yeah, the atmosphere definitely slows shit down like that.
Yes.
Imagine
that.
Anyway, as you guys are going past here, you can see that there is a very small gap where like the door to this glass room is open. And as this girl spins around, you can while dancing, you can see that instead of like a normal face, she just has a open mouth with layers and layers of teeth, like a shark.
Nope.
Well, that looks familiar.
Where have seen that from?
And as you guys zoom by, she like runs up to the glass and like creaks the door open, but you guys are fucking gone.
Cat's like, I have so many weird things, and us, nope, bye.
Let's see.
I zoom back. Check her out. She seemed like she's gonna do anything. I stay at least 60 feet away, but I'm like looking down, looking at her.
She sort of like dances out of the room, realizes she just realized the door is open, does like a spin, sees you, and starts doing the like tiptoe run towards you.
As she moves, I keep the same distance moving backwards.
She just keeps going with you.
How tall is she?
The average height of like a 12-year-old. I don't know what that is.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 15 feet.
Alright, I float up there, and I just wait to see what she does.
She just stares at you. And like reaches up and tries to and can't reach.
Since I'm like a humanoid shaped cloud, I wave. I slowly float down.
The head just sort of turns to look at you. And
There we
God
go.
fucking damn it.
I was waiting for it.
She just like lunges at you to bite, and you're a fucking cloud, so
Nothing
you just
but
like
air.
part, and she just goes sprawling onto the. I rolled a 2.
Cat, wait, you rolled what?
Yeah, fuck off.
Alright.
Okay, fuck you, rainbow dice.
I guess I keep flying then. Just because they're corrupted doesn't mean they're all evil. I'm curious.
I don't know. The teeth face kind of
Looks can be deceiving.
Is a no.
You guys don't like teeth-faced corrupted people?
Generally, when a person has rows of teeth instead of a face, I kind of avoid them. Just as a general rule.
Cyberus is offended in shark teeth.
I can't help it. They're corrupted that way.
And all the better to eat everything with.
I mean, if she was a pizza slime, on the other hand, I would have been out of there.
And you guys see more of the same things that you had seen before. You see like the small like inset, almost like reptile tank with the red pencil. The same glass case with the pink cloud.
So we've been here before?
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
we looped back around. Okay,
Is it still in the old-fashioned stuff, or are we back?
No,
into,
this is back in the same thing, but you're realizing things are out of order. Like things started to switch around. Like it's the same stuff, but they're not in the reverse order that you were expecting.
Huh.
I stop and I point an arrow to go back, and then I point an arrow going down. So we go back. Pretty much what I'm saying is like we should go back and then we head back down to that old dungeon place, because that's where things were.
Thumbs up
seems like something was going somewhere.
Passion cloud.
Also, I make I turn into like the girl, and then I make like an X.
Passion just spells out no shit.
I make a thumbs up shape, and I head out.
So like, I imagine you were going with like actually letters, but somehow it's funnier to just imagine you hand spelling it.
Pretty much. Also, the joke of Passion's a Henshin, magical girl, so definitely her cloud sparkles.
Damn it! Of fucking course it would.
Too bad nobody's telepathic or has message.
Actually, I believe.
Oh, that's
see.
right.
Passion
when we were
does
flying
have
back,
message.
But you can't take actions while you're in this form.
Exactly. I was gonna say.
If you had like Rary's telepathic bond, that would work with this. But
when we're flying back, I say to her, "Bad girl," via telepathy. Void Rai can say 2 words, in telepathy.
Kev just mucking on pizza there. Like, I wonder when I'll get to play today.
Eventually.
She just like sighs and
Oh.
opens the glass door and goes back in. Starts dancing again.
Okay. Now I go.
Going to that like elevator thing. You guys, I'll say that you can exert enough force that you can pull a lever. It doesn't say you can't, so.
Oh, I was going to say, we don't have a time limit. There's nothing around us, right?
Couldn't we just go through the...
I'd spend a minute solidifying, and then I just pull the lever and not spend another minute
we
turning
probably
back.
could just go through the cracks. I'm assuming it's not...
Pneumatic.
Well,
I assume it's not airtight.
Well, air isn't the issue. It's we're in a different plane. This lever might, like, open a magic gate or something. Or not. Who knows?
That's a good point.
I'm imagining Gurk saying that while he just transformed. They're like, and the clouds, other clouds are just like doing this emoji.
So I guess I'm the only one completely corporal, I guess.
I mean, Passion probably would go corporal too, just because if something bad happens, at least you'll have some backup.
Oh, I was gonna turn into a fly flea again, and then cloud shape.
I mean, I assume that you wouldn't be able to exert enough force to open it as a flea.
So, go to Gurk, pull the lever, flea fly, then fart shape.
The tiniest fart that's ever flown. In real life, the physics of that, of moving that fast at that small concentration, I'm a freaking bullet. I could go through something.
But like, it doesn't say that you change shape, so like.
No, my form turns into a cloud shape.
You are a cloud that is this big.
Yeah.
I will say you will not be able to signal the rest of your party when you're that small, because literally no one would be able to.
There you go. There you go.
You're welcome, Scotty.
Who paid for that?
Me.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just can see Scotty realize I'd done that. And he's like, God fucking damn it. I told you, Scotty, I could do that 3 more times.
I know. You should save it.
So, Gurk, you pull the lever. And transform into a flea fly.
Well, I don't do that yet. I'm just saying, like, I will if I need to.
Okay. You hear it click. And then the whole platform shudders and starts to lower. And as you're going down, it is completely dark in this shaft. Those of you... It doesn't say that you don't have dark vision, so those of you with dark vision can see. Everyone else is kind of blind.
Yay. I can see.
Do I have dark vision? I don't think the Rye get it.
I don't think
innately.
Rye get dark vision.
Not innately. There might be some sub-race ones that do. Anyway.
So basically, everyone...
I have blind sense, so it's whatever.
Passion.
I say, literally, I can see through every darkness ever.
Passion and Gurk are the only ones that can see, because every one of the other rest of you are either Rye or Wunari, who for some reason don't have dark vision either. I don't think so.
Yeah, Wunari should have dark vision.
We got laser eye.
You don't want
to that makes up for it, actually. That's fine.
You don't want to stick too much onto a class or a race, because then it becomes a bit too much.
I mean, they don't seem to get that much other than that. I mean,
the laser eyes. I think
the
they
bite
get more
and
than
the laser eyes.
I mean, you want to look at how much money, how much budget that goes into. Look at the Dragonborn.
Well, the Dragonborn are also kind of underpowered. Anyway, you guys start to descend down here, and Passion and Gurk, both of you notice along the walls, in sort of a spiral pattern, are these like etchings of a sort of hourglass shape, like 2 triangles end to end. And I will say, Gurk, you are aware because you would have the sensation of it. You feel like your spell is ending faster than you expected. Like this is speeding up time.
All right, I let everybody know, aka Cyberus.
You're still Gurk, I think, so
Yep.
you can just talk. Because Onyx, Cyberus, and Tomo are also clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And Passion.
Oh, I thought
We went
Passion
back-
turned.
No, Passion.
back.
Passion would have
okay.
turned back into more or less sticking with what Gurk was doing.
Oh,
Okay.
I stay not cloud form.
Oh, you went. Yeah, Passion would have gone Cloud though, just because
Okay.
she would have seen Gurk disappear. Because
I don't know when it'll end, but I have a feeling that the spell is ending sooner than I want it to. There might be some time mumbo jumbo going on here.
timey-wimey bullshit.
And I will say, as you guys start to see light at the bottom of this tunnel, you feel yourself start to slowly descend to the floor as the spell begins to wear out, and you have like your 60 feet or so of feather fall, but you drop like 6 inches.
All right. He kind of looks around. That's the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. Just that place and that, but.
And then down on this level, it seems like the instead of the electrical lamps, these are actually like gas lamps. Yeah. It's cool. I just erased like half my notes.
the nice thing about players when they get some have weird abilities, fly through the entire dungeon.
No, that was an accident. I'm keeping that.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. It's just we want nothing to do with that shit.
Oh yeah, no.
Well,
blame you.
Well, the test was us trying to find our way out, not to find a specific.
God, I just picture the tower. If we didn't have that, just us, the test is us killing or detaining every single thing here.
Kevin, check your messages.
All right. So, what is? I'm assuming it kind of there's a one way to go, or how many ways are there to go from where we are standing?
From where you're standing right now, it looks like a straight shot. You can see a handful of like branching paths. Down here, though, the walls are not that cobblestone. They're more like a God damn you, Kevin. Like dark red brick.
So more diesel punk now.
And you guys are all now yourselves, and the spell is ended.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
That was interesting.
Far in the distance, it's kind of hard to see just because. Well, actually, no. The lamps are placed far enough apart or close enough together that you can see them. You see a figure sort of wandering down, turn and start wandering down the hallway, a little confused.
Okay. Well, how dark is it here? I'm assuming it's not super dark.
It's like low light, so you guys would have disadvantage on perception checks, but everyone with dark vision is totally fine.
All right. I just wanted to confirm, just because.
Yeah, it's basically like it's lit, so you can see things, but you can't see details super well.
Thank you, Kev, for that laugh.
So we're now in like a restaurant where they purposely keep it like a low light setting.
Mood lighting.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sure.
So you can't see how bad the food really is.
Exactly.
It's like, ooh, and then you...
Weak AF restaurants do that. Coming from someone who takes absurd amounts of pride in how her food looks. Weak AF.
I was gonna name drop a few, but never mind. So keep going.
All right, I guess we see a figure moving. Should we check out that problem before it becomes a problem later on?
Looks to be like a human, maybe half elf, hard to tell, in jeans and a t-shirt and a leather jacket, like a big mop of curly black hair.
Well, I'll leave that up to you. You're the charismatic one.
It's probably a resident that got out.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I haven't found you. No one has been around except for some danger. I'm glad I found some people. You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Maybe.
That's not the plan.
Oh, thank goodness. No, I'm a friend. I don't even know why I'm down here.
Are you from Flavortown?
I haven't been there. I've been to many places. Yeah. I'm a traveling bard. I do cover band stuff.
How did
you get here?
I left the town. It was called Bleaksville, and a couple days out, I went to stay at a hotel, and I woke up here. This guy that captured me, he was like, "You're too dangerous for the world," and I'm like, "What do you mean I'm dangerous? I do not understand, and I've been down here for months. The food is okay, but the wine is shit. You gotta make it in the toilet."
You sound like Kev, you sound like a bad version of the Swedish chef.
I think he was aiming for Italian, but he just rolls into Swedish all the time.
Kat, we'll have to at some point show you the last night's episode of Written in Stone, where Kev tried multiple accents and failed at every single one of them.
They turned more Italian somehow.
Yeah. He was trying something completely different and managed to hit Italian.
Oh, why are you making fun of my accent? That's what I naturally do.
Yeah, Passion's gonna look to Cyberus. Can you check for corruption?
Yeah, how does he look?
Well, he looks like he got, a little unshoveled, been down here for a while,
Oh, hey, we got a highlighted message. Capt Callie in chat says, Kevin's Italian impression drains me a little bit of my life force every time I hear
it. I think that's just a really, really wordy way to say it sucks.
That's mean.
The accent does not suck so long as it brings you joy and entertainment. It is perfect.
It's not a bad accent, it's just a weirdo. The character is weird, not the accent.
Is this guy named Tumblr or something?
No, that is the safe. Oh, the Tumble. You've heard of the safe. It used to be down the hall from me. We talked all the time.
Luke, the player, is weird. The character is perfectly fine.
That's a fine line.
Yeah.
Very fine.
They're both weird.
The guy who captured me said something about what I did to the towns of Morborough and Corsica. Like that, there were towns I visited and played, and I walked away, and I haven't been there in months. And I don't know what he had talking about.
Cat doing pointing at everybody, trying to count how many of us there are.
What? No, that's definitely not what I'm doing. What?
There are four.
How impressed are you that I managed to figure out what you're doing just by seeing you do that?
I mean, it's not that hard.
No, even to see you counting, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what Cat's doing here.
But there are like hundreds of the people prisoner down here, and it's some of them are very scary.
Yeah, we encountered one. Passion kind of holds up the chainsaw. Because she has that now.
The chainsaw's a one? What the hell does it do?
No,
like cut through things like your leg?
Undying Slasher.
The fuck is Undying Slasher?
A horror villain.
Okay. That's a lot down here.
Yeah.
What have you?
I used to be roommates with a duck that spoke with a really bad Brooklyn accent from Orth.
I don't know
It
what
was
an
the
orth
worst accent
is.
I ever heard.
Is this guy corrupted?
No, just a really shitty accent. Hold on. I have another thing for you guys to add to the corruption table. Gets really shitty Italian accent.
Now, just maybe just says like you get a weird accent.
No, it has to be a specific Kev call out though.
Mm.
I feel like it. I feel like
Wait,
it's even funnier because it's
You
one
get
of
a
those
Kev
like
accent.
just a shitty Italian accent. That's just a Kev accent.
I hate to keep giving. Actually, no, Gurk, you're not from this area. I will say.
No, I am not from Orth.
Gurk, you recognize the town name Morboro, and Passion, you recognize the name Corsica. And both of you know that these are towns that no longer exist. Morboro was hit by a plague borne by rats, and then burned to the ground. And Corsica was torn apart by rival gangs, and then a massive flood killed thousands. And who the fuck is mowing their grass at 8:30 at night? I'm sorry, hang on while I close my window.
I didn't even hear it over Sirenscape.
He's not even mowing anything. He's pushing it up the alley while it's running.
Oh, because I can't hear it from
Is
where
it
I'm
an-
at in
is
the
it-
house.
Is it an engined one like that? It is moved by turning it on because that might be it. Why?
I don't know.
Because I know because generally if it's
no,
if
it was
it's
like a
power,
push.
no, even if it's a push.
Yeah, but some of
even
them have
though
like the front wheels are powered by the engine.
the
to
rear
help.
wheels generally.
Yeah, so if you
Oh,
don't
the
have
rear.
it turned on, it's harder to push. But
Yes.
I
I mean, you can still engage the clutch on it. It still rolls pretty well, but some
Anyway.
people are lazy.
I love the episode where we're talking about lawnmowers. So we
Anyway, so you know that, and then both of you know.
you said
that-
you said you've been down here a month.
several months, maybe a year or so. It's kind of hard to keep track of time. I don't have a calendar or a functioning watch. There was a watch that walked by at one point, but it just laughed at you and walked off.
Because it didn't have any time for you.
Oh, really? It's in a machine
That would
spirit.
make a sense. That explains why it's down here. Asshole clock.
He was probably possessed by a machine spirit.
Sure, we will go with that, Frogman.
So what were you saying? Gruk's not Frogman anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
I haven't seen an episode in months. I don't know. I've been down here for months.
He's just very perceptive.
He's now a Void Rai.
Oh, okay. You're right. I should have known that. Katrina keeps talking to me about it.
Ow, fuck.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
what were you
That's the
saying?
wrong person.
Whoopsies.
Uh-oh, spoilers.
Yeah,
Did you send
not
a
really.
speaker to somebody?
Hmm?
Yep.
What's up? What's up,
Um,
Luke?
Oh, I was asking if she sent a secret to somebody on a message or something. If that's what
A minor one.
Yeah, a minor one.
Seems like some people already figured everything out already.
Well, Gurk looks like a punk rocker, I guess. He's very
Oh,
skinny.
that's right. Are you still wearing the leather pants?
I mean, they still fit. I wear the leather pants. I think I have a shirt on now. But his skin is gray, and it's just like instead of just being like normal gray, there's just like a bunch of fractals constantly shifting around on the skin. And like oil slick hair, where it has like that rainbow oil sheen. And wow. Thank you for the bits. Holy crap.
Ooh.
See, I told you, the accent's amazing.
Ken.
Bringing the bits in. Oh,
They're
yeah, my name
paying
is
you to
Ken.
stop.
Yes, Ken is the name. Yes.
Ken
The name
looks
is
like
Kruk.
Hello, Croc. Good to meet you.
I go to shake hands with you.
What's up, brother?
he looks like seemingly totally normal human man. Tan skin, big mop of curly black hair.
I'm also
like
totally normal.
A band T-shirt with the name Scorpio on it.
I've always been a fan of Leo.
That's good. But yeah, you guys trying to get out of here. It's a maze. It keeps shifting. Every so often, he shifts the place so that we don't really know where to go and that we meet new people so we can talk to them. He says it's good because, one, it keeps us from making plans to escape, and also because, sometimes you get bored. Like when I had that duck. I mean, he had a cool accent, but all he ever talked about was, going out and mugging people.
Also,
Callie,
I'm
right
sorry. Now. I'm seeing it, but I'm not logged in and I don't remember my password.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like
sorry, Callie. Vex beat you to it, and I have it set so it only does it once per stream.
What, the dabbing?
Yeah. I mean, everyone else can do it as much as they want. It's just you can't force me to do it more than once a stream.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
I mean, girlfriend can pressure you.
Yeah, she can. That's up to her, though. So, what else have you learned while you were in here?
Let's see. I know some of the people who've been down here for a very long time. There's also a custodian who comes by occasionally to clean up messes.
A custodian?
Custodian, yes. It is another name for a janitor, but it's more polite because some people are like, janitor sounds demeaning, so they call them custodians. But it's really the same thing.
Do you know if he ever leaves?
I don't know. I'm stuck in a prison. His name is Harold Graves.
You went from Italian to North Dakota.
Yes, I was about to. I was typing that in. That he went from Italian to like Minnesotan almost.
I have never done that before.
I have never done that before, don't you know?
Now you're doing Canadian. Come on.
North Canada.
No, that's more Newfie, I should say, more specifically.
But I'm down here in my cell. Oh, you want to visit my cell? I got some drawings.
I look at everybody. Yeah, sure, why not?
They're really good. I've been practicing for months. Go take them to my cell. It's stick figures and stuff. I'm learning. It's hard when you don't have references.
Maybe this is a weird question, but what year is it? I'm asking the new person.
22 NV or so?
Is that the current year or not? Kat?
That's not even close.
Yeah.
It's close. It's 22 NY.
See? Not even close.
Not even close.
Letters aren't numbers.
They are in this crazy calendar made out. Kevin's help.
Scotty. Yeah. Yeah, it's I think or so. I don't remember. Last thing I remember was leaving a couple towns. I was playing a thing. Let's say I'm trying to remember a bigger deal.
So, you
Yeah, I don't really remember. I go around playing cover songs of the bands.
Kat.
Like this band, they're really cool. Have you heard of them?
What?
have I heard of Scorpio?
Yeah.
I doubt Gurk's heard of Scorpio. History check. Whee!
Yeah.
Nat 1. No idea.
No clue.
I'll roll.
It's my second Nat 1 tonight. Wow.
I'll roll. That is an 18.
Okay.
Early Renaissance band.
Okay, actually, no, it makes sense. Passion would probably have heard about these guys. Let's see.
Early contemporary composers, along with Beethoven.
They were a rock band, full of like rebels that were like in the news relatively often because they were effectively like kleptomaniacs and delinquents. You know that the lead singer was named Rocco, but that they've sort of fallen off the radar. Fallen off the radar in last couple of years.
Truthfully, I was expecting Kevin to say his name was Boyardee.
No, it is a Ken because it's a shout out to a joke in the our Discord.
Hey, Ken. I'm surprised you didn't make your character blonde with like the ascot and all that.
Katrina made the character other than the accent and name.
What, have you ever followed this janitor? This custodian?
Yes, a custodian. His name is
I assume
Harold
he was
Graves.
locked until he turned off the power.
Yeah, like I said, I shift. Orsenia might know something if we can find them.
Who's that?
They've been down here for centuries and knows a lot.
Well, that might be
They used to talk to me a lot, but then before we shifted, they were like, just stop talking to me.
They were like, silence.
Oh, another thing, the few times we're allowed out to stretch our legs, there's this automated coffee maker. It makes many things. It's very fun.
And would it be more than just a coffee maker? If it makes more than just coffee?
It is more than a coffee maker, but don't tell it that. It gets very offended.
It looks exactly like a coffee machine. Like the traditional ones that you find in like hotels and shit. Styrofoam cups and all. Well,
What-
paper cups.
Well, what does your friend look like?
It looks like a coffee maker.
Well, no. The one you were talking about before, the one that's been here for a few centuries.
Oh, Orsenia, I do not know. It is their containment unit is very what is the word? It's the thing you can't see through.
A
Transparent.
wall?
No.
Opaque.
That's the word. It's
Oh.
opaque. That's a dog.
You guys see that random like fluffy dog walk by?
Oh shit! It's the dog. Don't go near it.
What does the dog do?
I don't know, but the guy likes dogs, and he locked the fucker down here.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too.
More importantly, what does the dog say?
No, that's a fox.
Word.
Broke Kevin.
It doesn't take much. All you have to do is just say something funny or penis dog.
I like to think there's like the same fox one, and then you just go in, and it's literally just whatever that singer is in the the fox outfit.
The dog does start barking at Gurk though.
Perhaps we should move on.
Yes, we should move.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, we can meet some friends of mine if we can find them. Like I said, this place is like a fucking maze. Oh, did you guys encounter the hallway of cheese?
No.
No.
Unless the cheese looks like vines.
I prefer not.
Gruk seems a little
No,
distracted
no.
by the dog, but he's engaged in the conversation.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
still
it's
just
a hallway
barking.
of cheese. It was very interesting.
He's doing that like jumpy bark thing where he's like really aggressively trying to get attention.
I go over and start petting him.
Oh no!
He's
Its
like doing the
furs-
leg kicking thing.
Be careful! I heard that there's one creature down here whose fur is so soft. Once you touch it, you can never stop.
That's the way Gurk wishes to die.
What did I mean? I can turn into a dire chinchilla.
Oh, that shit! That is amazing.
So,
So let's get it going. Try to find our. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
let's go.
Yeah, let's, I guess, try to find... I guess you should try and find...
Anybody, really.
Yeah, your friend.
Yeah, I got a couple friends, and there's some really mean things down here. want to avoid them. They are like super dangerous.
We've encountered a couple of them already.
Ah,
Like that toothpaste person, I guess.
which one?
She was a little girl.
Oh, she's relatively friendly.
Yeah, she didn't seem too bad.
Yeah.
You were so mean to her, Trog.
I wasn't
Yeah,
mean to her.
I assumed you were because she looked sad when you left.
You did call her a bad girl, so.
Oh, well, no, you didn't. Oh, when you call her a bad girl, she tries to hunt people down and then eat your soul through your ass.
Oh, she's
I'm actually making that up just so you know, but it was funny.
Oh, I thought she was a kappa or something.
She's
Look it
something
up.
that you put on a computer that you put the things in to make sure you're not a robot.
I heard cat, C-A-T, and I'm like, what the fuck?
She's a captcha.
Also,
I mean, that might also be Egyptian cats. For
I
all
might
know.
have to take a step away from the
Jesus Christ.
computer because the dog is like aggressively booping me, so he might need to pee.
Oh.
That's okay. We can take a small break, and then we come back. You can maybe go to Demona.
Yeah.
And he'll have a different accent.
Who knows?
Hey, have you seen my brother? I lost him a few centuries ago. My name is Luigi.
Are we actually on a break, or are we still broadcasting?
No, we're still broadcasting.
We're always going to be broadcast. Can't
Yeah.
say shit.
Oh, that is wonderful. I can practice all of the accents to the audience.
You can just keep sucking Callie's life force.
All 2 of them.
Oh, 2
Not
live
3.
forces. Wow.
I'm in that too.
All right, we'll be back, and we're back.
Hey!
Hey everyone. Sorry about that. My dog had to pee. Also, I apologize if he starts carrying on because they're doing fireworks again. Because yay. So, while all of this is happening, Demona, it's only been like maybe 15 minutes for you or so at most. What are you doing?
Seriously or jokingly?
No, like for Demona, like.
Well, probably conversing back and forth with Shalashashka just about any sort of new information. Because if it's only been a few minutes, she's waiting for a response back from them to begin with. So maybe playing on her phone, looking through her spell book, trying to plan the future of the demon dogs. I can't say she's done much different, waiting for a response for 4 freaking minutes.
How long
Ender?
does that spell last? It's a long ass time, right?
Which one? Crux? Or...
Yeah.
Windwalk
8 hours.
lasts 8 hours. No concentration.
And don't feel you have to pull me into this episode. If it needs to stick with the party to get through the rest of this, then by all means, just...
No, you're cool. Kevin, message for you in chat.
Stop using that accent.
Have you found my
What accent?
brother?
Shit. It's Luigi, and Mario Luigi.
He tried to coach me through it today, and it did not work.
What, trying to sound like a Luigi?
Just
So
pulling a Callie there. Yeah, that's good accent. I tried to get Katrina to do it.
yeah,
You got to start with the fingers.
I tried, and it just didn't go
Crazy.
anywhere.
I'm not muted. I am sorry.
So it's been about 15 minutes or so. And you're obviously not getting any input back from the party. Shalasaska actually, fuck it, yeah, inspiration to Demona because that was funny. I did laugh at it. Shalashaska is not a spellcaster, correct?
Correct. He is a gunslinger. And damn it, if I didn't already have the inspiration point for the mist pun from the pink mist when they went through the PCC.
I don't remember what that was.
It was the whole, it's a pink fog, and it tried to hit the window, and I said, oh, so it missed?
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but nonetheless, I'm happy I made people laugh.
Let's see. Shalashaska would text you back and say, so I'm assuming you haven't left yet because I haven't heard from you again. Or, well, you were texting him, so he would be like, yeah, so I'm assuming you haven't left. I don't know anything about this PCC thing. I'm assuming he keeps that under lock and key, but Marco is one of the founding members of most merc guilds on Radix.
She would respond back, that's pretty impressive and disturbing. Especially if we're now currently in the pocket of his.
I have a good question. What is the oldest mercenary guild?
I'm so happy I spent those points.
Did you spend points to make
yes.
Scott talk? And
yes, she did.
Nice. Do an impersonation. Nice. Kevin, how old do you think the oldest merc guild on Radix would be? You're muted. Oh. I don't... What are you typing?
I'm sorry.
I assume letters, but
I'm
that's
not...
up to you.
Oh, okay. I just got it. I thought you were
I was trying to say I'm sending you a message now so that I didn't have to break my accent.
I thought you were saying, hey, I sent it to you, and I'm like, I'm looking at Discord, and all I see is that Aya messaged me. Also, Aya messaged me.
Okay, but I can't break a character.
Yes, okay. So, Demona, you know that the oldest mercenary guild that you know of is the Armor and Sword Guild. That's about 530 years old. And the oldest stuff that you've seen of David or Marco does not go back that far, though you're not sure if it's just because he doesn't have photos of that or he's not quite that old.
Interesting, to say the least.
He does say, yeah, that guy has all kinds of crazy stories about him. They say that he's killed, like, ancient dragons, actually a decent amount of dragons, pit fiends. There were rumors of, like, a demigod or so, or at least maybe some aspect of a divine being.
She'd start walking around the house, taking a couple of pictures of the more impressive trophies and send it to him as reference and saying, yeah, I can believe that.
Notes, where the fuck are you? As soon as you, like, open the door to leave, you don't see the house. You see a different hallway.
No.
You see a concrete walled hallway with, like, big overhead fluorescent lights. And you hear a sound from the computer behind you. And, like, a window pops up. And a video kicks on, and you see, like, shuffling movement. And then you see David sitting on, like, the front porch, sipping what looks like a big glass of iced tea. And he just, like, grabs the camera and says, "Thank you, Diesel. Good boy." and then orients the camera to face him. He says, so did you really think I was stupid enough to just let a bunch of randos and some low-caliber merc into my control room? There is no control room, Demona. Yeah, you're stuck in the maze with them. Good luck. Doodles. And the video ends.
Should have known you'd figure out a way to get me in the maze with him.
Are you that surprised at all?
No, but I was kind of hoping to sit that out.
I was right to not like him.
I mean, we're definitely taking him to Dick Kick City, so.
Well, do you think we should bunker down and think of a plan?
Honestly,
The only plan is look for an exit, right?
yeah, I think that's our best thing. Is just, I don't think we can really formulate a plan if things keep changing, right?
Unless we figure out
So-
how they're changing and there's a pattern.
But just because things change doesn't mean that there isn't a concrete way of getting out of here. He has to put things in here himself, right? Well, then he has to be able to get back out.
I'm assuming he did say he's cut off this entire place, so I'm assuming he has control of it, rather
So-
than.
You were saying, Demona?
Yeah, just to interject real fast. The first thing that would be heard from Demona as soon as that video got off, just after a few delayed moments, is her just going, Dermo. And
I don't know what that means, but I can guess.
you can probably guess, yeah.
We don't need to know what it means. We understand what it means.
Exactly.
I'm so happy.
And given the
Stand it.
context, since we're down a couple of people, I'm just gonna say that she would call up Passion's phone.
I don't have a phone. That's
Oh,
why
shit.
you didn't call Passion's phone.
Cyberus is broke.
Cyberus is
Hers
broke.
is
Passion's was disintegrated.
Mine's
I would
Does
say
anyone
flawless.
that-
hear a phone from this guy who's just standing here? Thank you.
She
Grux is fine, and
no,
he has
she
his
wouldn't
vision
have.
back.
Yeah, she wouldn't have Grux's number, but
And
I'll say you
group
can
chat.
call Tomo, and I will.
okay, and just put it on speakerphone. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
crap,
Hey,
there's another
Demona's
person.
calling. Holy shit, Demona's calling.
The fuck is a Demona?
Another member of our
Fire
party.
Mage.
Our leader,
No, wouldn't call her our leader at all.
don't tell this guy too much. We don't know him.
I am 100% imagining that both Onyx and Tomo would immediately just look to Cyberus like,
What are you smoking?
Holy
don't have
crap, there's
dogs.
another person I didn't recognize. You blend
Oh.
right in into the walk.
Oh, I didn't see you down there.
Oh, I thought it was one of the PCCs. That's a border that
I
follows you.
feel like Passion.
God, I'm dying.
I feel like Onyx would 100% kick the shit out of him for that.
It's the only reason I'm saying it. I can get away with it this
I
episode.
feel like I can get away with it one time. Next time I say this, she's gonna murder me.
he was like both torn because he's like, Hera would fucking hate this accent, and I'm sad I can't torture her with it. Also, however, Hera not being here has extended Ken's lifespan by like 300%.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was this close to shooting at him when he ran at us. It's like, something's approaching.
Demona
Let's
hasn't
shoot
met
that
him yet. There is a fireball waiting. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. If I'm assuming you would let Tomo put it on speaker.
You're on speakerphone, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in the maze with you.
All right.
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
Are you up? Where are you? What are you near?
Describe your surroundings. What does it look like?
Hallway, bunch of doors, like everywhere else.
Maze.
Architecture, age.
Yeah.
Modern, and glass doors that are modern.
Look for a elevator.
Can you video chat if you're with us?
Niet.
You can hit the green button. It normally opens up a video chat. And
My device is mostly spellbook. I do not have additional.
oh,
functions.
you got the old you got the U phone, yeah, the Nokia that lasts forever. You can use it like a weapon.
Oh, I heard that it's an ancient
Seven.
artifact.
Oh, there's one. Yeah. So,
One of those phones that old people use.
So Druck uses.
are there any PCC doors with the numbers?
I will say.
looks at our new friend's door that we're right next to. What number is he?
Demona, you see a glass door with a young girl sitting in it in a dress that's just like sort of sitting on the floor, like seemingly like drawing on the floor, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then you realize she has extremely long and sharp nails and is literally carving into the floor like tic-tac-toe.
Man.
And then at the sound of like your footsteps, she turns to look at you, and she has the like head, but only a mouth with shark teeth.
Right. So, Demona's just going to keep. Is there a way to lock the door?
No.
Not that you can see. No.
Can I melt the lock or melt the?
It's glass. You could potentially try and melt it together, but
Oh, it's just a straight glass door. I was thinking of melting the latch for the door closing.
yeah, you're guessing it's some kind of like advanced tech or perhaps magic, considering
Magnets.
it looks
How
just
do
like
they
a
work?
flat glass pane.
I'm sorry. The wizard wonders if it's magic.
Well, unless you
Do you
cast
know
detect magic, you don't know.
Do you know arcane lock?
I don't.
It takes
actually.
25 gold dust powder.
I was gonna say I don't think Demona knows many rituals. I've asked.
Arcane lock would be worth it in this situation.
Yeah, if I had it. So, she's just gonna keep
She
aware.
just sort of looks at you. She doesn't move from where she is.
Okay, then Demona's just gonna keep on walking because there's no point in stopping by anything that's not her goal, and right now it's to regroup. But she's gonna be
But
aware.
we did ask what number you're near.
Oh, that's right. What number do I see on the door?
It is. I'll say 619. You guys would know that they're not necessarily ordered in order.
Oh, I know who that is. That should be
It's Rey Mysterio.
that way.
Who the hell is that?
Somebody we found.
Put him back.
Oh, if you meet a dog, tell him you're a friend of mine.
All right, I guess that's.
Oh, if you find someone wearing bright rainbow colors, tell them you're a friend of Dorothy.
We're gonna find you, Demona. Don't move from where you're at, because everything randomizes in here. So it would be a lot easier for us to find you.
In that case, Demona turns around, goes back to the glass door, puts her back against the wall, and her boot against the door. She is not.
Wait, the glass
gonna allow-
door that the little girl.
Yes, he's trying.
Yes.
She's trying to hold it closed
Yes.
to make sure
It
that
does
can't.
open outwards for what it's worth.
Oh, I thought it was a two-way door.
No.
That would be funny. Just back against the wall. Woof.
Should have done that.
See, I envisioned it as a sliding door.
Mm-hmm. That makes
That
more
seems
sense.
more futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just by description alone. That's the immediate reaction would be to go up and bar it because knowing what's in this from the descriptions. That would
Alright.
get
We
See,
follow 4, 5, 8, 9.
Just made up some numbers.
When you approach, she like goes up to the glass and is like a couple of feet away from you, looking at you, and she's like tapping on the glass to try and get you to look at her.
Hi.
to me or them.
To you.
Demona's just ignoring, just shaking her head, just like, nope, we're not going through this.
She tries for like a solid 40 seconds or so, and it starts to get really annoying.
I'm surprised she doesn't just go.
Mending on the glass door.
What do kids do when they can't get attention? They get more annoying.
Yes.
Precisely. But yeah, Demona's got her boot against the door, back against the wall, just looking down the corridor, waiting for everybody to arrive. No, I'm sorry. That came out too sharply. She would not be waiting for backup. She would be waiting for the rest of the group.
Like I said, backup.
She bangs on the door angrily, and then another few minutes or so, and you see whoever is leading this charge.
Ken.
Please let it be some. Damn it.
Hi, friends. How's it doing?
You see a sudden glow of a fireball directly above Demona's hand as she's just sitting there,
Demona,
not recognizing you and not seeing the rest of the party just
Well,
yet.
we're right behind him.
Yeah, we'd be right behind him.
Mm.
Gurk would probably be the next one you see.
Fireball.
Okay, then purposefully ignoring the rest of the party for that accent alone.
Hello.
It might be worth it. They should be able to survive at least one of these.
Well,
Is this
I mean,
your friend? I don't
know
recognize them.
I don't know about the upcast version there.
Yeah, well,
I'd be able to.
well, the only way so if you shape it around them, they are completely immune. But you would have to upcast it to shape it around everyone because there are a lot of them.
I've got more than enough spell slots to do it.
Also, I do have a ridiculously high dex.
Yeah,
Alright.
the evoker thing is
Well-
it just you don't take anything.
Well,
I know.
Anyway,
maybe this place is actually smaller than we thought because we got to you fairly quickly. That, or you were just
Weirdly
coincidentally,
quickly.
maybe not coincidentally, placed close to us.
would not surprise me. Marco has complete control of the entire compound.
Who's Marco?
The dude with the dogs?
Right.
That's
The jerk
Ah,
upstairs.
yeah.
My informant told me he gave us a wrong name. His name is actually Marco, and he is far more dangerous than we let on.
I mean, just
Well-
from his pictures, he looks pretty dangerous. So
Can we get out the way you came in?
I doubt it.
Yet, the computer room was linked to this hallway.
Well, if we
Your friend has a weird accent.
we all have weird accents in our own way. We're all from various lands and have met up in Del Diablo.
You know, Demona's never killed without a particular reason.
I was about to say.
I'm like,
Anything's a reason.
But
Oh, you're so from Del Diablo. That's one place I have yet to visit.
Good.
Yeah, I applied for a visa and they denied it.
take a picture of him, send it to Shashka, target.
Can never tell if you're saying that name right or not.
What?
Shashka.
Shashka. Most of the time I try to say just Ademska since it's his first name, but considering that's more widely known than his last name, then it's easier to walk around the copyright.
Did she give you much trouble?
you text it and you get sending failed message.
Yeah, we're in a pocket plane.
Oh, hi. Walk over to the glass. How you doing, little girl? It's me again. Remember a couple of weeks ago you were across from me? Hi.
I give her the same
He waves
wave
you.
I gave when I was in cloud form.
That's the same girl?
We should let her go. She was really friendly. She just dances. Here, I'll go in and say hi to her.
Demona does not move the boot.
Demona, just
Their
let
chance.
Okay.
What was that?
No. I agree with Cyberus.
No, I didn't hear Cyberus.
I let the accent in and boot the door again.
Or, hi, it's a me. You know, it's
you might-
friendly.
We might
Roll initiative.
we might need him alive, you know.
He looks fine.
She just
Yeah,
runs
she-
over and grabs your hand and walks over and points you to all of the tic-tac-toe games scratched in the floor.
Oh my! How did you lose to yourself?
Demona pulls up her phone and starts recording.
Oh,
There's
that
no
was weird.
The weird oblong mouth face sort of turns down at the end, but she can't really close her mouth all the way proper. Too many teeth.
That's a weird. I mean, how
And
do you
she
beat
points to the floor.
Okay, I'll play a little. This is fun. Maybe she knows the way out. We should communicate the way that she likes to communicate. Start tic-tacking toe.
and he just kind of leans over to whoever. This place is really weird, and I think he's the weirdest thing we found so far.
50 credits, he comes out with scratches.
I don't know. I like it minus the whole being trapped inside thing.
I mean, the whole being trapped inside thing, also, almost getting murdered by the Undying Slasher. Also, the other thing's trying to kill us.
I mean, many things try to kill us when we're outside, too.
She loses the tic-tac-toe game.
Shocking. Did you roll
and
for it,
gets
Kat?
really angry. I did. And I rolled a 4.
I'm shocked that you rolled well again.
It's probably because she can't see. It's probably because she can't see where the other ones are.
She's not great at it.
Well, I think we should rest. Find a place to secure and rest. I'm not sure about you, Demona, but I can change my spells after a rest. And I might have a way of us getting out of here.
Oh, you guys, I can rest at the coffee bar. It's where the custodian goes.
That works. And if we run into the custodian, that might be helpful too.
Should we take her? I will call her. Her.
And we shall call it this land.
She like more aggressively grabs you and goes over and makes another hash mark and starts trying to play tic-tac-toe again.
I've already beat you 3 times. I don't think you're gonna win. You can't see shit.
I think her name.
Gonna attempt to bite you.
I think her name should be Sarah, after the animal family, Sarah Sanbadi, that the piranhas are from.
Cat looks very confused.
So does everyone that I am.
Everyone that I am.
So you're all those dogs from earlier?
No, those dogs are prisoners. I'm free. I'm a free dog.
I don't know. You look like a prisoner to me right now. We're stuck in a place that's filled with cells.
You've got me.
That's a 28 to hit, Ken.
So who took the bet with Demona? I'm actually honestly wondering who heard what I was saying. And
I heard what you were saying. Passion has no money, so.
That's 22 damage.
It's Ken dead.
Oh, but that hurts.
Oh.
So how bloodied is Ken?
Very bloody.
Does he look like pasta
She
sauce?
just bit my arm off.
Oh, such a terrible thing.
It was my good arm.
What are the rest of you doing?
Laughing for one.
Demona, let him
I'm
out.
trying to make sure Onyx break Demona's phone.
Can you let me in there?
Oh yeah, I'd let you in there.
I go in there and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Demona would no
do you
longer
get your
be
spell
booting the
slots
door.
back, Scotty, on a short rest?
No.
Because if so, Passion might interject that you might want to save that. I can use spell. I can get that back if we take a break.
Okay, so
This is just me using my meta of the fact.
The
meta of the fact that I literally can get all my spells back on a short rest.
Okay, well, I still have a lot of spell slots left, so I'm willing to spend
Me too,
this.
but mine are all garbage.
I'm willing to spend my 2nd level spell slot on this, and I rolled pretty good. So you heal 18.
Nice.
Hey, you're almost full health again. Your arm just pops out, just Piccolo style.
okay, so
And I look at her.
Losing.
I look at her and I say, "Now, why did you do that?"
It's okay. I just
She's
I
like
beat her to
angrily pointing at the floor with the tic-tac-toe games.
Oh, well, just because you lost
And this
doesn't mean...
weird, like, overly long tongue comes out and licks up all the blood around her mouth.
That's, I think we should go find my friends.
We should get going.
Do you want people to play games with you? Well, you gotta act nicer to people, or they won't want to hang out around with you. And think of it this way: you might have lost this time, but it should be a learning experience, and you should use that game to help you win next time.
She like takes a bit of the blood off of her face and like tries to tap it back onto Ken.
That's a very kind of you.
God, just judging by how bloody Ken looked like, God, I probably would have evaporated him if I'd shot him with my Eldritch Blast.
Ken doesn't have a much. I'm using like Volo stats.
Makes sense.
If you don't bite any of us here, if you promise you won't bite anyone here, would you be willing to come with us? I hold out a hand.
She like very eagerly takes your hand.
All right, let's head to the coffee place.
Yes, let's go.
It is a nice.
Okay.
Yeah, the coffee maker can make many things.
You know what? I'm gonna spend another spell slot on you.
Is it
I'm
silence?
too nice. I spent minimal, so it's you heal another 8.
I'm not gonna lie, it would make sense if Demona had silence, because that's such like a mercenary slash like
I feel
assassin.
better.
I don't think wizards get that. I think bards are the only ones that get
Maybe
that.
they don't.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's a
Hold on.
weird one. I know rangers get it. My man.
Yeah, ranger
No,
and
bard,
bard.
cleric,
Not?
ranger,
Yep.
which is weird that clerics get it too, which is really weird. It's weird that wizards don't get it, because that's something that.
I could see
Would make
clerics, you know,
sense.
vow of silence.
But even that, like, I don't
Also,
know.
like, it's an evil cultist killer.
Yeah, it is.
Silence
do we-
is really handy.
Do we find the coffee maker?
Yes, you do. You come to a like obviously a break room that is roped off with like caution tape, and you can see that like any furniture would have been moved out of there. And the only thing left in there is like that very traditional coffee vending machine.
Coffee maker and a vending machine. Be careful with the vending machine. It's the most evil thing in here. It only has a good and plenty.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it only partially ejects the food every single time.
No, it just gives you good and plenty. Nothing but fucking good and plenty. Fucking licorice. Am I right?
I kind of don't mind it.
That is.
Oh, the licorice, that's my favorite. I go and get some licorice.
Son
This
of a
is-
bitch.
Is good and plain
evil.
licorice?
No. I apologize for that sudden outburst. I just
Language,
realized-
there's a little girl present.
Yeah.
For what
They're
it's
all
worth,
cooler than we are.
it's not like a traditional
Thought it was like those little round pill-shaped things.
So
There, they taste like
with
licorice.
with licorice in them, yeah.
They
Cat-
do. I'm maybe thinking Mike and Ike's. Those are
Yes, you're
definitely.
thinking of Mike and I,
Yes.
which is the good one.
I have
Nah, good and plenties are also good. You just don't like the licorice,
what-
so
What are you trying to say to Kat?
I have a question for the universe because I,
Uh-huh.
as a player, am an idiot. Demona has teleportation circle.
Mhm.
Insight check on if that would work in a place like this.
that would actually be Arcana.
Okay, I will certainly go for an Arcana check now that we're all together.
You have an inspiration, so you could roll at advantage.
I have a +10 to Arcana.
Or not. And for what it's worth, while Saege is rolling that, it's not like a vending machine and a coffee maker. It's like one and the same thing. I sent like a picture of what it sort of looks like.
22.
It's like you put like it dispenses a cup and then it fills it with coffee or a latte or hot chocolate or whatever have you. But instead of like the buttons, it has like a keypad where you type in what you want. So
22
what did
on the Arcana check.
So you would know that teleportation magic only works if you're on the same plane. So if your Gurk's theory is right and that you guys are in a demi-plane or on a different plane other than Radix, it would not work.
Okay.
If you knew the coordinates for another circle on this plane, you could go there, but you don't know. You don't even know what plane you're exactly on.
Hmm.
all right.
Okay. I just had to put it out there because I kept running through all of my different spells and then all of a sudden teleportation circle and I'm like, duh.
So what does Ken type into the vending machine?
I don't know. He just types in coffee, black.
It's black coffee.
Does that make any drink you want?
Almost anything, but be careful. Don't be a jackass and type the wrong thing in.
the wrong thing.
Walks back.
I know what this is out of character, and I really want to type in something, but I know it would kill us all.
He pulls out a cup. Gold.
It
want
is
to type in that,
gold.
that picture of
Molten
drink
gold.
earlier?
Just
Molten
lights
gold
the
would
cup
be
on fire.
like the room would have heated up like
Say
big
again,
time.
Luke.
Gold's got a pretty low mud point, actually.
Yeah, I say gold's
does,
very
yeah.
easy to melt.
But to be liquid,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Gold is a very
Gold
low.
is a very soft metal.
Yeah, I could melt it with my bare hands.
What did you
Not
say?
that. It's
What did-
the melting point is 1,000 Celsius.
What did you say a second ago, Luke?
Oh, I would order that drink that I put in the Discord earlier. That 10-pound jar of tea.
Ah,
Yeah.
It overflows like immediately, but you have boba tea.
Good. That's all I wanted. We can go now.
Cyberus has found his new
Hold
love, and it's boba tea.
Demona would try something. She grabs a cup, puts it in there, and types in greater healing. Greater healing potion.
You get a potion of greater healing.
Hmm.
It is in like a regular cup though. It doesn't have a proper lid, so it's gonna be hard to put in like your pocket or whatever. But you have greater
Nope.
healing potion.
I have a couple of vials.
Does it
Sage's
come out
like,
of the-
perfect? I can just stock up in this shit.
How many vials do you think I could get out of that? And I'm only trying this once because that's kind of some bullshit. I just
It's
pulled.
one. It's like one dose.
One dose. I will take it.
Does it look like a solid object could come out?
You're not sure.
I wouldn't try. Just try liquids. We had someone who experimented on it, and I don't want to remember what he did. None of your names are Joe, are they?
I'm not telling you that.
okay, so this is the one I thought it was. Okay.
Demona, is there a potion that makes you incredibly intelligent permanently? Or incredibly strong permanently?
I don't think any potions are permanent.
Or do ion stones come as a liquid and then turn into a stone when they dry?
I don't think we want a crystal in liquid form. That'd be very, very, very hot.
I will say
We should try to get lots of obsidian and put it together, and then use flint and steel to make a gate to the nether.
Ooh, that might work.
any of you that have Arcana can roll an Arcana check to determine if there is any liquid magic items that might be useful.
I
Demona's not even gonna try.
I actually do have Arcana. 17.
So you know of a handful of like magic items that aren't potions that come in liquid form.
The glue?
Yeah, the liquid solvent thing. And the glue, which occurs to you, would almost definitely seal up these doors permanently. There's also, my man, can you not? And there are a handful of potions that have permanent effects, like the potion of longevity. That would have a permanent effect. It makes you look like 2D 10 years younger or something like that.
It actually de-ages you to that, doesn't it? Your body?
Not anymore. It's super fucking dumb. Like, it de-ages you, but it doesn't extend your lifespan. So, like, I think it's like you have the body of a 30-year-old, but your maximum lifespan doesn't change. You're not going to live any longer.
Are you sure? I thought it was a like increased chance every time you drink it that it instead ages you instead.
I don't think so. I think they changed it.
The Fountain of Youth would be a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what the name of the liquid would be.
Water from the Fountain of Youth? That'd be a long thing to type into the coffee maker.
Well, you have...
Be careful.
World. Yeah?
Be careful.
Did Joe try that and that's why he's not here anymore?
He got a cup of goddamn youth. There was a baby melted in a cup.
Okay.
Someone named their youth Fountain.
I mean, that's not a surprise.
I go over to the coffee maker and I type in good berry juice.
I'm gonna go walk around, see where we are. I'll be back.
You have the effect of a good berry spell in a cup. So it's like 3-4 sips, whatever it is.
Demona
Actually, it does a random number, right?
Oh, no, good berry spell, you make 10 berries. But, I mean...
Oh, is it? I thought it was like 1d4.
Nah.
That's, yeah.
Okay.
What's
yeah.
the cost? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just two things real fast. One, out of character knowledge, how difficult would it be to jack that coffee maker and keep it with us?
Like it's plugged into the wall and it's probably several hundred pounds. I don't know. How much does a coffee maker machine weigh?
Vending machines are heavy enough to break and crush you if they fall on you.
Oh yeah, they can kill
fucking
people.
heavy.
I'd say, I know, I almost had one fall on me.
Don't kick a vending machine. I've heard they kick back.
In character.
If we put some wheels on my big shield, we can wheel it out of here.
We could. Sorry, the laugh was out of character.
In character, Demona would not be letting Ken go anywhere without the rest of the party.
So Ken just starts walking down the hall.
And she's grabbed your shoulder and stopped you. Or
why are you grabbing my shoulder? Let it go, please. I don't know you that well. I do not like unsolicited touching.
Oh, wait.
That's very rude.
You're going nowhere without us.
I'm going around the corner.
We're going with you.
Why?
Don't trust me at all.
You don't want to get lost. Remember, the place, you said yourself, the place shifts around, right?
Yeah, it shifts around. That's why I'm trying to figure out the shifting.
Meanwhile, the little girl is like trying to reach into to type into the thing, but is kind of like having to lean back far to type into it.
Is there a chair I can move over so she can stand on the chair?
There are none in here, but I'll say there's like a
liquid chair.
Like a small like planter thing out in the hallway. I'm sorry, I got really distracted because the dog is like at my knee, like panting heavily, trying to get attention, and finally just gave up and laid his head on my knee.
Oh.
Yeah, with help you can, she does get up there and happily types in the word blood.
That's good. None of ours.
So as you like turn, as Ken and Demona are at the corner, you guys can see the nearest like glass window thing is frosted glass, and it looks like it is slightly cracked open.
I poke my head out of the room. Hey, Demona and Ken, everything all right?
Their friend won't let me move. They keep putting their hands on me. It's very rude.
Oh, well, let me know when...
Oh, sorry. Hand.
Oh, well, let me know when you guys come back, because I'm going to wall off this room for our rest.
Oh,
I'm going to start dragging Ken back towards the room.
No.
Grapple check.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you know if there's any...
Sure.
Do you know if there's any lavatories around here, Kevin?
What the hell is a
Who
Kevin?
the fuck is a Kevin?
That Ken.
That's a Kevin. Sounds like a loser. Sounds like a loser with bad accents.
So Ken, you would know that there are bathrooms on every floor. They're sometimes a little hard to find though. And also Demona, go ahead and roll an athletics check, and Ken can roll either athletics or acrobatics, his choice.
It's getting brighter outside as it's late.
Hmm?
It's getting brighter outside as it gets later in the day.
The angle of the sun in your window, maybe.
The world is coming to an end.
Yeah.
This is the end.
Got a 15.
24.
Ooh.
You have one arm, don't you?
Huh?
And
Okay.
It's like a super good one, though.
I mean, how do you have a 24 for a grapple check?
Athletics check.
Mercenary.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
So as you grab, Ken just goes, all this blood just bursts in his face. And he's like,
Are you actually dead?
you just see him laying on the ground, just.
I drag his corpse back to the group.
Like, did you really just kill him?
Yeah, Gurk looks at you like, really?
Did you see him burst into flames? No, I did not kill him.
The little girl walks over with like a paper cup that she's like sipping from, trying to like delicately, but teeth everywhere, just like dripping blood, and just walks over and like pokes his face a little bit, and he is unmoving.
Medicine check.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I have that too. I'm actually proficient in medicine.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
no, he's fine. He's just sleeping in that one.
I rolled a
Jesus.
nat 20.
Throw that dice in jail, Scott.
I got 10
was that?
total. 10 total.
I got a 26 medicine.
Okay, that definitely looks like a disease. Like, plague level, not
Oh.
good disease.
Oh,
I'm gonna
just-
use the machine
Time
and
to burn the
actually
body.
potion of cure disease.
I say, if only Passion knew what Gurk knew here.
What?
Do you not remember the information Kat gave you about Ken?
You both know that. I
Oh,
think I
Passion knows
sent-
about-
I
Passion knows about the
You
disease
know about
thing?
one city.
No,
Hang on.
Passion knew about the other city, not the one that Gurk knows about the disease, the plague of
Oh,
rats. Passion knows about the other one. Yeah.
You type potion of disease resistance in, and
Cure
you
disease,
get
yeah.
cure disease, and you get an error. And the message comes up: must recharge.
Damn it!
We should get.
How does potion of recharging?
I don't think that'll work if it has to dispense it.
I
I
don't
don't know.
think trying to charge it with a lightning bolt would be a good idea either.
Probably not.
Greater restoration.
I could pick up lesser restoration if we wait a day.
I have lesser restoration.
You see Ken's body kind of stand
As you
up,
go
and
like
start
to
standing up.
touch him and cast greater restoration, he sits up.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
He was dead. Like, he had stopped breathing.
You don't feel right.
No, I feel perfectly fine.
I disagree.
That's a nice trick.
Who's nice trick? Does anyone have a mirror?
Yes, actually.
Oh, nice. Can I see it?
I pull
Okay,
out
it's
a mere shard from our battle long ago.
I forgot
Oh,
that! Nice!
oh, I'm in that git. Oh.
So
Dang.
is anybody else disconcerted by the loss of the accent at this point?
No, I'm
That's
happy.
it.
I'm
you just
happy.
said-
Don't get me wrong.
Raises a
but-
question.
Who are you now?
Yeah.
Oh, they call me Yersinia Black.
And we'll
Who's
pick
that?
up there next time.
Should I kill him again?
Yeah. We'll pick up with you guys next time, figuring out who the fuck Yersinia Black is, and maybe starting a short rest
I was thinking a long rest.
or long rest.
Oh yeah, with the strange.
I mean, I was gonna
First
say, Passion, we probably won't be getting a long rest.
If we have a long rest, then I can get us out of here because I can change my spells.
That's the thing. We'd have to be able to get a long rest here,
Yeah,
and
we can
that
attempt it,
push-
and if we get at least an hour, it's a short rest.
Time moves differently. Maybe a long rest here will be just like 20
Also,
minutes.
I'm just gonna say, Passion 100% does not want to be here for 8 hours. That sounds like way too much anxiety.
We might be here for much longer if I can't cast a certain spell to find us our way out of here.
Also, even worse is she has no clue what's happening to Sammy right now.
Could that spell come in a potion form?
Yeah. No, the potion is in the machine's broken now.
No, it just
we have to wait for it to recharge anyway.
Maybe a short recharge.
Maybe. Either way.
And you guys will figure it out next time.
Yep.
We're certainly will figure it out.
Certainly can try.
Yeah. So, we'll start with our guest, Kevin. What do you have going on lately?
Nothing really except Waterdeep on some Sundays when we have our whole crew. This Sunday, I'm not 100% sure what we're doing. I think we're down 1 player.
Yeah, I think we're down 1 player.
Dusty.
Okay, so we might do a side thing or something. We're near the end, just like a few more sessions. We just got to eke it out. But other than that, I'm basically ain't doing nothing. On stream, anyway.
Luke, you got anything?
No.
And he walked away.
You heard me. I said
no.
Okay.
Tell how visible I am. I had to go get these. Some sort of Asian cookie sandwich.
Ooh.
Why not plug those?
I don't know what they are.
Cookie sandwich.
Cookie sandwich. That's all we need to plug. It's just cookie sandwich. Not sponsored.
Vex,
Looks
how
like
about you?
red.
Ooh, nice.
Don't know what it is.
Well, it's definitely hazelnut.
I thought it might be Nutella or something like that.
It's definitely not Nutella because Nutella would have branding on it.
Oh, that's true.
As someone who used to work with a bunch of Nutella products, it's definitely not Nutella. But yeah,
It could be like hazelnut spread though, still,
yeah.
right?
It looks like a hazelnut cookie. But yeah, so for me, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. EST, I am going to be running Ghost of Saltmarsh on my channel. At Fractured Moon D&D. Scotty has it in my friends list.
You can check it out down below.
Mm-hmm. Aside from that, I think that's it right now.
And then I guess I'll go next. I have a thing releasing on DM's Guild in, oh god, really fucking soon.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, next Tuesday. So in like 5 days. And I just almost broke out in hives because I realized I got a lot of shit to do still. It's called Crook and Wands. It is a magic item supplement for all manner of crooks.
Wands.
Nothing. Staves, wands, rods, things like that. I have been doing promos for a whole bunch of them on my Twitter, so go check it out. I believe my pinned tweet has like the thread of everything that I've promoted so far. So go check it out.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm real excited about it. We just ran a poll the other day to try and determine the name of one of the staves, and it is now the Primeval Taproot, apparently. I'm super pumped for it and terrified a little bit. Yeah, that's my stuff, and I don't think I have anything streamed until maybe Waterdeep on Sunday. We'll see. And then next Friday, are we not playing?
Next Friday we are not. Next Friday I gotta.
Yeah.
No more streams, I guess, for next Friday.
It's a holiday.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
America.
So that's my stuff. Go check out Sirenscape. They're baller. What about you, Scotty?
Well, if you like the show or any of the other shows on here, you can find the past videos and playlists down below. Next game that will be on this channel will be Chaos Crew tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm trying to remember what we're doing. We were trying to break people out of jail, but they broke themselves out of jail. So who knows what's going to happen. And then, as I said a little bit earlier, next weekend, there won't be any games. I'm going to try to set it up on Twitch to be like, oh, I'm on vacation these days, because it'll be 4th of July weekend, and family wants to do stuff.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, yeah. That's my stuff.
So we'll see you guys next time when they figure out who the fuck Yersinia Black is and hopefully find a way out of this maze.
I was going to ask for a potion that turns into a map on the floor.
Liquid map.
I would have phrased it differently, but basically that's what I would ask for.
A potion of clairvoyance is a thing.
Yeah, I looked up the clairvoyance though, but that doesn't seem like it'd be that useful right here.
Potion of plane shift.
And we'll consider that next time after the device recharges, though they're not sure how long that'll take.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.